That's real. Okay, now that's a great segue to just talk about Black Girl Magic for real. Like, what's 2020 is coming? What do you have planned? What's going on? Manifestation, creation.
Woo.
20 is we just gotta start
You know,
forward.
the last time I made plans, ain't none of them work out. So
Girl,
I am.
you ain't saying nothing but a word. Something that one my cousin and I we say grieve your plans. Grieve your plans. Just grieve them. Grieve your plans.
I
I
feel.
to say that like I'm looking into a career change, being back.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to a friend the other day, and it was just so great because when I text him, friend from high school, when I text him, I was like, friends, I need your help because he lives in the city that I'm going to move to, and he loves that city, and he was like, I got you. And I just felt so loved in that moment to know that I have a friend that's like, I'm here for you. I got you. Like I've had been that for me, but
Right.
like kind of just the random people that it kind of is, and it's so beautiful. And so I'm gonna get adjusted into Nashville, which is a new city for me to live in, and just get into a different career. I'm nervous, but I think Korea, being in Korea, before India, really showed me that I can do it. Like I already have like what is it, social proof that I can.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just in a sense continuing what I already did, just continuing.
Yeah. Yeah. I know previously you had plans to go to Tanzania. What's up with that?
So I think I'm in a space where I want to like save aggressively now before I leave. Because when I leave, I do want to go for at least 30 days to 3 months and just kind of chill over there. Um, and
Mm-hmm.
business connections, hopefully more than likely. But being in Tanzania right now with like what's going on with my family, I'm gonna wait to go overseas for a little bit and just kind of straighten things out for me the way that it's like, okay, I put this in position, bam, now I can dip. That's how I feel.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's some things that I want to put in position and play. I want to create a home base actually.
Yeah.
Have my own space to call home and to come back to. And I'm going to
Yeah.
create that. I'm working towards, I'm creating that in 2021.
I think to be even a little bit more specific about plans, I have ideas of maybe going back to school and getting my master's or looking for opportunities to do something else with work. However, I don't know what the future holds. So my focus more than projecting something in my future, I think my focus this year is to focus on my day to day. And, it's really important to have an idea of what you want. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to, but, we have these ideas and we have things that we want to manifest and we put it out there, but how we bring that about happens in our day-to-day life. So for me, I have a lot of things that I'm looking forward to in the future of wanting to do. All the canceled plans of 2020, I hope will come into fruition later, but I don't know when that will be. And I cannot focus on that because if I do, I will be grieving for a very long time. So I feel like what I've done with 2020, I want to continue to make that a lifestyle for me,
Mm.
being aware. myself, taking care of myself, doing what's best for Roya and living my life for me and working on becoming a better person, a whole person, so that I can radiate in my life daily experience. So my goals and plans and resolutions, so to speak, for 2020 is to live simply and purely in the now every day, not to take what I have for granted, to really use my time wisely, to do the things that I want to do, to have no regrets. All these little simple things, I guess you can listen to any spiel from a motivational speaker and you hear all these things.
Hear all of these things.
You know?
And it's so simple and it's so cliche, but it's so real. Like, to do what you want to do in this one day, in this one moment, is so important. And it's like it's a great way to love on yourself, because that's what you're gonna feel, like that you're gonna produce that chemical, like when you do what you want to do, you know.
Practice that. I want to practice these things of self-reflection and building up myself in the inner man and settling myself, my mind and heart, being satisfied and content with where I am. These I heavy in 2020. I practiced it heavy in 2020. Like 2019, I wasn't thinking about none of that. I mean, in a sense, a little bit here and there, but it's like, yeah, for another day, working on myself, you know, like,
but not for another day.
Brought it there. It brought me there.
I know that part of like just simply living in the moment. I'm glad that I can tap into that for myself where I am, because now I don't feel stable as far as like where I am and being back home, but I am with my family. Everywhere I go, I'm with my family. So that's a sense of stability. But for myself, how I desire to feel stable, I don't exactly feel it. But when I get on my mat, I can create it, if that makes any sense. Like
I know exactly what.
Like I create that, and I'm so glad that I can do that for myself. I need it. I absolutely. It's been really good for me. And you're right, the day-to-day things. This week I actually slowed down a lot and focused on some daily tasks. Like I had a few things I wanted to get done, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do one thing. That's all I need to do is just finish one thing. Whether it's the same thing every day, I just want to finish it. And that does it good. It makes you like, okay, now I can do something else tomorrow, you know? I like that. I really like that. And it's something to be aware of. Time management. How you feel about time management?
I can improve.
I can improve. Yeah, me too. Because I get I'm scary sometimes and just be like, just like sitting there. I'll get ready to go somewhere, sit down, be chilling, like, oh snap, I was supposed to go somewhere. Let me go. You know, like, because I kind of enjoy my own company, sitting and just relaxing. Time.
I love sitting. I didn't previously. I used to have to keep myself busy to distract myself from sitting, because when you sit, you have just yourself. And I used to do something like a book or the internet or something. Guy sat here yesterday for hours. A-okay. So good. It feels so good just to live.
Just be.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I really enjoy that. I need that. I think we all need it.
Yes, yes. You know what I'll also bring some awareness to when you broke it down, like resolution plan, you broke it down to like a day-to-day thing. I
Mhm.
brought awareness to just the process. Just like I I think about, like, the plans or where I want to be, the ideas, the concepts. But the process is something that I really enjoy. Like, I enjoy meeting the people in between and collaborating. I enjoy taking the vacations. I enjoy going glamping because of whatever reason, however you got there. Like, that in between to me is the best. Really,
Yeah.
I look forward to the in between. Yeah.
Oh, that is on my list of things to do, and it's part of my plan of 2021 is to receive mental health counseling.
Oh yeah.
And I did a process, and actually it's been a long road for me to get here. I've never been, well, I have to take that back. There was a time where I was against mental health counseling because society tells you you should be strong and you're weak if you do this or something's
Right.
wrong with you. But I can just do it myself. And I can, and I have. But that doesn't mean I have to. And
Yeah.
also, it's quite difficult to find a counselor, I feel like, because people are different and people have different needs. And just from my experiences, I identify myself to be quite eclectic. And it's really hard communicating my thought processes and my experiences to people where I don't think they quite have the same ideas and worldview or experiences. So it was quite difficult. And I was on Instagram, and one of my friends, she posts interesting quotes and things that I really enjoy about life. And I think they're quite meaningful and humorous. Anyway, she posted something about trauma relief. And this woman, she was speaking about something very passionately. And I thought it was super engaging. It was on religious trauma.
Mm.
And so I just went onto that page. And then from that page on Instagram, I just went through listening to the different things that was on this site, this Instagram page. And I found a woman, there was a Black woman who caught my eye. I clicked on her video. She was doing a conversation kind of interview between her and another person, and they were just talking, and everything she was saying kind of resonated with me. Not necessarily everything she was saying resonated with me, but it was just something that drew me into this conversation where I just felt understood, and I just felt like I needed that. And afterwards, I was like, who's this woman? So I looked her up and I saw that she was a counselor. And I was like, this is it. She's the one.
Did you look her up deeper?
Yeah. So actually, I start my first session with her next week. And I plan on continuing that. I would say I would like to be consistent and at least go through half of the year doing sessions with her, maybe even more. It would be a beautiful thing. I already know just from our initial conversation that it's just going to be such a great time for me of processing. I'm so open and ready for it. And I just think that we as people, especially as Black women, we should really consider taking time for our mental health. So I'm so here for it. I support that.
So glad
Yeah.
you're going to. I did it a little bit the last year I was in Korea. I don't think I found the right therapist though. It is hard finding.
It is difficult. I mean, finding a good hairstylist is difficult. Like if you make really good, let's say you're Mexican and you make good Mexican food, or you're Italian, you make good Italian food. Like, it's, finding that restaurant that can do it. It's like, who can do it? Who can do it?
You are so right, girl. I know. That's something, you know what, since you brought that up, that's something that I didn't have in the forefront. And and I'm glad you brought that up. That just made me think, like, even though I don't feel like I need it, I think it's something that I need to continue to allow me to continue to process and move through things with therapy. So I'm gonna look into that as well for myself.
Yeah, and it takes time. And I think, for me, this kind of popped up and I wasn't even looking for it, and it kind of just led itself to me in a way, and I'm just like, oh, this is beautiful. This is how life should be. I love those moments in life.
This is life.
So I've tried to do counseling in university, and I've done other types of relationship counseling, and yeah, it's like sometimes I hit or miss. I just didn't connect or even feel like this was benefiting me in any shape, way, or form.
Yes, you definitely have to be ready.
Yeah. And I think it's a mixture of a lot of things, but I definitely support that the idea of receiving counseling, and I'm just throwing it there, and I want to encourage people to seek for it, or to lean in that direction if they're interested, because I think it's a valuable resource that can benefit our experiences.
Mm-hmm. Girl, and look, I need the top counseling out there, grief counseling. Never had, never knew about it. Now I need it. Right? It's like, what? Is this my life? All right.
I'm like, sign me up. But also, counseling is really expensive. So I'm grateful to be.
Do you're getting a Black woman?
Yeah, Black woman.
I think they have a website that does their best to list Black therapists. Black girl therapy.
Yeah, there is one. I actually receive emails from them. I saw it online and went on the website, signed up my email, and they have like a blog and they talk about different topics. And I think that's a really good resource if someone is wanting to check that out.
She built a beautiful platform with Black Girls Therapy, and she goes live like every Thursday or something like that. Live.
Oh, okay.
And answering questions. She'll be on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, and she'll come through and talk. And it's really nice. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, just to see like professional Black women in that space, just reaching out. We were just talking about like the cliche simple things about like how to living life, the liberty, living your daily life, step by step, moment by moment, being into it. That's what yoga is about, just being at one with everything, It's interesting.
Yeah.
Not aware that we kind of leave our bodies sometimes,
Actually, it's insane. It's completely insane. It's insane how much I've lived outside of myself.
Yeah.
And I think why I have my goals and my plans set for 2021 to really focus on the day-to-day and being in the now is that I just want to really get to a place within myself where I don't need anything. I don't need anything to happen for me. And we don't actually. We don't need to actually manifest something. We are enough in ourselves.
Yes.
In myself, right here and right now, I am enough. And I have everything I need in this moment of time. And Yeah, I feel like that now. I'm saying that to you now because it's a belief of mine. I believe that with my whole heart. But as I walk and move through life, there's moments where I feel like I need to do this, I need to do that. I'm this old, I need to accomplish, I need to be, I need to do, I need to do, I need
Sick of it.
to erase this as much as I can. I really want to get to a place in myself and practice this awareness of me enjoying me. And 2020 birthed that. And I want to grow that baby. And my goal for 2021, grow that baby.
I encourage everyone to focus on the way you live your life as we kind of end with what we were just talking about. Like, really bringing awareness to the facts or the thought or the concept or idea that you live outside of your body sometimes. Sometimes you flee, fight and flight, fight or flight. Sometimes you leave your body during some times of the day. And also, sometimes you stop breathing. So bring awareness. I'm so serious. like, like
Oh, it's so true.
some people stop breathing.
You know, this like vernacular can sound like kind of strange. You're living outside of your bodies, but you know, I think for a lack of better words, we live in such a way where we don't identify with what our body communicates to us. Mm-mm. We're of ourselves when we touch a hot stove and we feel pain and it burns our hands, and you know, there's all these things happening in our nervous system, and I don't know, I'm not good at anatomy, science, all this stuff. I don't even know how to articulate it, but nerve endings, things go, the brain sends things, and we feel the pain, and we're aware of that. But sometimes we're not aware of like so many things of posture. Why do you stand the way you stand? What are you thinking about?
I was
telling How do you view yourself?
Earlier, I saw them. They were like this. They were like hunched over, and I was like, I told them to open their chests. And I was like, doesn't your back feel better? What about? But if you are like depressed or repressed down, you want to cover your heart. But it also causes all of this to have tight muscles around it. And so, yeah, it's so important to open your chest. Oh,
there's just so much that's connected to
yeah,
our being, bodies that we don't really think about so much. So, I mean, it may sound like new agey or like super spiritual
age stuff,
but like there's certain techniques that are just time and time proven. When you're angry and upset, have anxiety, people tell you to breathe. Why? What is breathing going to do? We breathe all the time. It can do something.
But on the flip side, give the people some words of encouragement. Like, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. Got to get out of 2020. We're going to jump back with y'all in 2021. Show you how it's done.
My word of encouragement is that it is okay. It's okay to be where you are, and you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to necessarily do anything about it. We are in a global pandemic, and we have been in one for a long time. There is a lot of stress and pressure and things going on in the world. And it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. But you know what? It's okay because we're doing this together. You're not alone.
You are not alone. You are not the only one.
This experience is a global one, and we're feeling it, and we're here right with you. Reach out to people. I'm telling you, we're all in the same boat.
Girl, I
feel what you need to, do what you need to, And sometimes that's absolutely nothing.
Girl,
Mm-hmm.
that's my a new hobby for 2021. I think I'm gonna make it my schedule because I do want to have a like a little like one or two things that I want to complete during the day. I want to bring some awareness to like, okay, I really want to do this every day type thing. Because I want to make it a new habit. You know, picking up new habits. Are you doing that these days? Like replacing old habits, picking up new.
I recently listened to a conversation on YouTube about habits, and I did um, I tutored a student who read a book about habits. I can't recall the name of the book, but it's like the 8 ways to form a habit or something. And they were talking to me. The student was talking to me about how to form habits, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm gonna look into that," because I am trying to really work on my health this year. In reference to my diet, I want that to improve. It's pretty good already, but I really want to focus on eating more clean in reference to eating fresh things more, fresh produce as much as I can. I just want to consume it because when I do, I always feel so much better. I have more energy, more clarity. Like my ability to focus is improved. Like it just improves everything about my body. So why not give myself the things that I need to be the best that I can be? And this is a little superficial for me, but I really want to work on getting abs. I've never had them. So judge me if you want to, but
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
judge you. I'm trying to get a little waist and a big old booty and some big thighs, girl. Yes. You know what? I'll probably get some abs along the way, but I like my little thickness, and I'm trying to get a little. I'm trying to be able to turn around like this and be like, "Oh, she got a booty job."
2020. Yeah.
Abs, clean eating. Look, I feel you though. It's definitely something to experience. It's an experience to like actually be like clinging on your ass.
I did that.
And it is like 80% of what you eat, like when you're working.
Yeah.
Did you see the YouTuber, how she got her abs? She did a competition.
What she do?
Megan.
Megan who?
Gook side, the YouTuber girl. Megan Bowman.
You said Megan. I thought Megan Thee Stallion.
Girl, stop. It's a black.
Owen. Actually, I don't know who that is.
But she recently did like earlier this year. I mean, one of them competitions.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Right now.
Megan Bowman, Bowm. I think it is Bowman. I think. Megan. She light skinned.
Oh, yes, I've seen this girl. She's out here in Korea, right?
Yeah.
I know exactly. I do know who she is. Yes. Yeah. She got some.
Yeah.
More power to her.
That's the stuff. I want to work with that black trainer out there. Big dude crew, City Soul crew.
Oh yeah. I've always wanted to go to one of their events. They were like on Saturday mornings, and with my lifestyle at the moment of time, I was out in the streets, so it just never worked out. It was just like, yeah, we've done it a few times.
Some great times. I definitely miss those times. I definitely miss those times. So I don't know what type of times I'm going to be having now. Girl, I'm trying to just get some meditation times in an empty room. I just want an empty room. That's it. I just want an empty room to sit in.
So with that being said, thank you guys so much for listening and joining us for Black Expat Voices. We're saying a good goodbye to 2020, and we are moving forward with our hearts full of expectation and hope. So thank you, and until next time.
Next time, assalamu alaikum and namaste to y'all. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure that you are connected with somebody Black and beautiful like us.
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye.